We absolutely started with trying to do the very best at everything, and we just carried that through, and that's the momentum continues with us.
I think at the heart of it there are some values and attributes that remain quite similar. You know, we work very hard to be sort of nice, respectful people who enjoy engaging with entrepreneurs and who entrepreneurs enjoy engaging with.
I was employee number 6, I think, so you must have been number 5.
Something like that, yeah. We were just sort of making up as we went along, didn't we? That was the fun bit, because you knew you were in on something right at the beginning.
There was that drive and ambition to make it something.
Even by 2008, it was still the same.
Yeah.
We were just emerging, weren't we?
We raised a fund in December 2006, and everyone was investing really quickly and doing funds in 18 months, and we didn't do that. And we had a lot of dry powder, and then in 2009 we really put the foot on the accelerator, because that was, by then, a really obvious time to do that, and that was...
You say it was obvious, but no one else was doing it.
No one else did it.
As a recession, it only lasted for about 18 months, 2 years. So you've got to make the most of those opportunities. You know, Inflection's been able to do that because it's super nimble, and it remains super nimble, actually, isn't it?
I don't think it's a single thing. The secret sauce thing is something we've heard talked about for a lot over the last 25 years, isn't it? I think it's focus, it's consistency, it's strategy, it's caution, it's working with some fabulous people.
When I joined, if you characterised Inflexion, it was all about a real sense of ambition, a real hustle, there's a real buzz about the place, real energy.
And I think that is that has been the biggest, I would say, challenge for us, is how we have scaled the firm without really changing what is core to the business.
There's longevity of leadership. The heads of the firm and the founders of the firm have set and defined the culture, which has been maintained and improved by people.
I think that leadership also is genuinely curious. New ideas are welcomed, if not, frankly, expected.
There's this sort of shared sense of ownership. We're together building this business. We're together sort of ambitious about growing Inflexion, that I think is quite unique.
There's this kind of sense of, just do it. Let's just do it differently. Why do we have to follow everybody else?
For me, the biggest moment, and this is very personal, was the creation of Enterprise. That was the biggest thing I've ever had to do, and easily the most fun.
When David joined and we first did the partnership capital, that was a period of sort of greatest change in the organisation.
I don't think anyone has that breadth of strategies that we have.
John had a brilliant idea that we should
one only sort of every few years.
that we should create a foundation.
Because there was loads of philanthropy done before then, wasn't there?
There was, yes, and it was just like a coming together of all of the things that we'd done perhaps piecemeal previously.
It's about so much more than just doing good for the sake of it, to help people who are less fortunate, to take care of the planet that we all avail ourselves of. To be able to do that is really meaningful.
I think the people that we hire also have values that resonate with that, and so it's a mutual selection process.
If I look at the market in the Benelux, it's been 3 years now that we have the office, and it's not seen as a new thing for Inflexion to be there. I think we are really part of the local community.
And I think importantly, it's not only that we have been building local teams in Amsterdam and Stockholm now, but we have also recruited quite a lot of international talent to the London office.
And therefore suddenly in the floor you start hearing Dutch, but then we start hearing a little bit of Italian, a little bit of German, and so the buzz now in our floor, the number of languages spoken at any one time is really interesting.
The business changes a lot, and it has this kind of capability around it that's really extraordinary. And it's a huge pleasure to have super talented younger colleagues coming through and really challenging the way we do things, thinking about the future.
If we're not able to sit here in some time in the future and still have a unique proposition to entrepreneurs and investors, then we've failed. And I think that sort of collective accountability and desire to deliver it is what gives me confidence that it will be the case.
The size of the mid-market in just Europe is 2-3 times the size of the UK market, so there's an enormous opportunity set.
We are in the process of really building out our presence in the Nordic region. That is a model that works well and that we can replicate elsewhere in Europe.
I think there is so much runway still to go for us.
Whilst there's ambitious entrepreneurs, we've got a job.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is we know that you've got to constantly change You've got to constantly be relevant, and I think as a result of that, there isn't a finish because you're always moving on to the next thing.